be your best friend. East side love is living on the west end. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant. Kickstart to go to generate hard. Sweet talk, but don't intimidate hard. Can't stop the gods from engineering. Feel no need for any interfering. Your image in the dictionary. This life is more than ordinary. Can I get you maybe even 3 of these? Coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through.
Welcome to Superior Heights Field here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm Tony Bonifero, joined alongside Donnie Matthews, Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr on a chair. We're here to bring you junior football action between the Superior Heights Steelhawks and the Korah Colts. Korah sits with a record of 2-0 in first place, and the Superior Heights Steelhawks are sitting at a record of 1-1, and they're currently sitting in a tie for second. So, Donnie, we got a big game here between these two teams. You know, the first couple junior games this season, they've all been pretty close. This will be an interesting one. What are your expectations going into this afternoon?
I think personally, Tony, that this is going to be one of the biggest, most anticipated matchups of the year. I think this one, I think this could go inside of either game. We've seen really explosive offenses on both sides, but it all comes down to defense, right? Superior Heights has had that high explosive, high scoring offense, and you definitely saw that in their first game. And even carrying through against the Junior Knights, as much as they didn't come home with the win that day, they definitely put up a fight. You can see it. That offensive line they have is definitely solid. I think it's one of the better ones in the league for sure. You look to their running backs, and they definitely have a lot of skill there at that position. They're opening up, trying to get into the passing game a little more too, which is just not something you see a lot in the junior league, but they're definitely out there attacking and making defenses worry. You got a couple secondary guys on the Korah defense who hopefully are going to help lock that down. You're looking at guys like Lajinen, who's out there. He's definitely put in the work over the summer with the SaberCats, and he's going to be a big name out there tonight for the Colts, I think. And then last year you've got number 11 from the Colts, the All-Ontario wide receiver Gavin Grisdale. As much as his quarterback partner has gone up to senior now, he's definitely still a factor out there. You can't sleep on him. And one thing I've noticed a lot with the Steelhawks is that their defense is young, they are explosive, and they're here to play and take games home. They've got a lot of grade 9 players on there as far as it goes. Usually you'll see, if you look over on the Korah side, you're going to see a plethora of grade 10s, maybe 9 or 10 on each side of the ball. But Superior Heights definitely has that skill in the grade 9 year this year. So let's see if those guys can come out here today and shut down this all-powerful offense.
So just to counter you a little bit, obviously I'm the head coach of the St. Mary's Junior Knights team, and offenses have struggled all season long between these three teams, between Korah, Superior, and St. Mary's. Each team has only scored one offensive touchdown. Korah has one defensive touchdown on a pick six, so does Superior Heights, but they've only scored one offensive touchdown each, and that goes the same with us at St. Mary's. We've only scored one offensive touchdown against these two teams. This is not including White Pines, obviously. So I think the difference in today's game, we all know what the defenses are going to bring, but which offense is going to be able to kind of figure things out and put things together? And I'm expecting another low-scoring battle here, as we've seen throughout most of the season. And again, I agree. This should be a really good football game. Obviously, Korah comes in, the big favorite as I think the last game they played against us was the closest junior game they had in something like 8 years.
Yeah.
So they're a powerhouse here in the local program. So this should be a pretty good football game, and it looks like the Korah Colts are going to start off with the football. So the Superior Heights Steelhawks are going to be kicking off right to left on your radio dial. Looks like Cade Jones is putting the ball down, and back to receive is Lucas Joyce-Stoichev, and
to start the game,
trying to see, that looks like number 28, Ethan Brewer, back to return for the Korah Colts. Cade Jones puts the ball on the right hash. Korah comes right up close, anticipating a possible short kick here. And there's a nice boot, smart kick there if that can stay in bounds. And I'm not sure, there's no flag on the play.
Looks like the kickoff went out of bounds.
Well, there's no interesting. We'll have to see what the call is here. I'm not sure if it went out of bounds or not. They might have said that Korah touched the ball and then the ball went out of bounds.
It's possible, yeah.
So if that happened, it'll be first down and 10 for the Colts, and they're going to start off at their own 24-yard line, going left to right on your radio dial.
I don't believe that was who I'm about to say here who kicked off, but one name who I can definitely say has made an impact for these Steelhawks and is a name that's called super often is number 15, Gabe Beaton. He's definitely got possibly the best boot this year in the Junior Football League. He's put them through the end zone. He's buried them through the uprights from 35, 40 yards, which just isn't something you see a lot at this level. But hopefully we call his name some more today.
And here comes the Colts. And they fumble the snap, and he ended up taking a knee, did Brett Koski. So that'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second down and 11-ish for the Korah Colts. Brett Koski, an outstanding young man. I could talk about him for days.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you a little bit about his story as we go on here as a football player. As Koski, again, lines up under center, and he hands it off to Lucas Joy. And Lucas Joy, with a good solid run, he picks up about 13 yards, and he falls forward, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Number 52, Colton DeVoe on the tackle. Another guy whose name we call a lot for the Steelhawks here. You see him on the field, and he's one of those guys who listens when the coaches tell him to go to the list.
Number 7, Lucas Joy,
pays off
with the carry. He gets the first down. First down and 10 Korah from their own 36-yard line.
So the Korah Colts take over first and 10 from their own 36. Koski again in the gun.
Looks like the Colts are still in double tight here.
He's got Lucas Joy lined up behind him. Koski back to pass, and Koski just airs it out to Grisdale, and it's caught, and he is gone. See you later. Gavin Grisdale with the 70-yard catch and pass there.
Amazing job there by Brett Koski. The defensive line from Superior Heights, which has definitely been a factor, brings the pressure with number 75. Jonah Hargan, he gets in the backfield there, but Koski makes the play, and Gavin does his part. He beats the double coverage, and that's how you ran it in.
Yeah, that ball just hung up there,
and
the safety for Superior Heights got caught. He got caught kind of cheating up on the ball a little bit there. And Koski, with a nice throw, just put it out to open space, and he let the speedster run under it, and that's an early 6-0 lead with Ryder Strachan on to attempt the extra point. Koski in on the hold, and the extra point is good, and the Korah Colts waste absolutely no time and jump out to the early 7-0 lead.
I think that's something they're definitely going to adjust to, because one guy you've definitely got to look out for is Gavin Grisdale. But today, we're going to thank today's sponsors. And this game today is brought to you by Northern Sports Excellence, Truehost Sports Radio, Gen 7 Rankin, Cobb's Bread Churchill Plaza, Jonathan Gould Reliance Home and Comfort, the Algoma District School Board, the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, and the Algoma Thunderbirds Athletics.
Yeah, nice start there. I mean, Superior Heights, they, started off with a loss, and then they allowed a big run and then a huge pass there. So, again, that's a perfect start as Coach Bernabucci, whose birthday it is today. So happy birthday goes out to Coach Booch from Korah. And, that's a good way to start off your birthday game.
Absolutely. These guys are out there playing a little extra hard for their head coach, and this game might mean a little more to him than it usually does. But let's see if Superior Heights here can get this explosive run game going and put some points on the board, try and rebuttal against Korah.
Looks like Evan Mazer, I believe, is back for Superior Heights along with number 12, Ben George. So the Colts line up as Strachan gets ready to kick this one off. Strachan puts it right in the middle, and Strachan with a boot, and it's taken by Mazer. And Mazer takes it, makes a cut to the outside. Great contained by number 4.
That's great.
Grayson Avery with a terrific play on the outside. And the Superior Heights Steelhawks will take over first down and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Number 4, Grayson Avery with the tackle for the Colts.
I really think this year one of the good things we're going to see about the Junior Football League is, like as you said earlier, it was one of the closest scoring games when you faced off against Korah in Week 1. And I think that's one of the best things about the league is that this year you're really going to see that those skill gaps come a little closer together. There's going to be a lot of good competition, and this is one of those years where I hope some of the records look a little different, and everybody is really has their hands in on this fight for a chance at city finals here.
Yeah, no question. Grayson Avery, a longtime football player, played through minor football all the way through too. Great player. Nice to see him out here competing for the Korah Colts. As you know, Korah again, they're the team to beat up here, right? They're the longtime champion, and again they're an extremely deep team. So they're just they're a tough team to play against, and they're a tough team to beat. So Superior Heights starting off 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Looks like the quick little handoff up the middle, and that's swallowed up by Jaden Caldma.
Big number 90, Wyatt Jagger, in there on the stop as well. I think one thing here is that as much as these Korah Colts might not know, but it's definitely there in Bernabucci's mind that throughout the course of Korah's reign, if you'll call it, in the junior leagues, the only team in the last couple years to have beaten them is Superior Heights back in, I believe, 2019. So let's see if they can bring back a little more success here.
Hennessy Joseph with a beautiful throw and catch to number 8, I believe. That's Will Push. And that's going to be a gain
pass is complete downfield to number 8,
of 12. That's close to a first down. Looks like it is enough for a first down. So that'll be 1st down and 10.
It is a first down. It'll be 1st down and 10.
For Superior Heights. Beautiful throw there as Nick Hennessy Joseph
Ryder Strachan with the tackle.
was able to split like almost 3 defenders there by the looks of it. Hennessy Joseph takes it, and he tries to hand it off again to Eli Clowater, and he's swallowed up in the backfield by Gabe Phillips.
Number 83, Eli.
That's a loss of 4 on the play.
4 makes it 2nd down and 14. Number 52, Gabe Phillips with the tackle.
We got a timeout called for Superior Heights.
And we have a timeout called by the Superior Steelhawks.
Ben George, I'm a little surprised he wasn't out on the field for the first few plays there. So Coach Klooster walks out with them right now and having a discussion on this 2nd down and long play.
Something here looks like the Steelhawks are getting eaten up in the backfield a little bit. Maybe they want to tighten their splits. If it's coming off the edge, maybe they want to send some chip help there and slow down a little bit, give Hennessy Joseph and some of those running backs a little more time to work with what they've got and possibly get something rolling here on offense.
Yeah, and while we have a little break in the play, just, obviously, as I mentioned, I'm coaching at St. Mary's. I just wanted to give a shout-out to the White Pines Wolverines yesterday on their performance. Man, those guys came out and, they played us hard, and they, it's impressive to see. They got some young, really good football players on that junior team, and, Coach Bouge and Coach Baz are doing a great job over there, and, it's the group of grade 9s they have right now are kids that you can build a program around.
Absolutely.
Right? So, we really encourage kids to, think about that and look at White Pines as a viable option to go play some football.
Well,
as Nick Hennessy Joseph rolls out again, and that's a nice little comeback route on the outside. Nolan DeLuca, I believe, on the stop, as that was caught by number 8, Evan Mazer, yet again. So that'll be a short gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, absolutely, Bono. You make a good point there about the White Pines football team, and you're right. Some of those young talents they have, you're looking at Lane Sayers, Ethan Surrett, and Dede Alabi, and those are just guys, like you said, you can build a program around, and as a football player, maybe you'd love to go play beside them or on the field with them.
No question. As Nick Hennessy Joseph, looks like Korah is bringing a blitz off the edge, and they do, and it's intercepted. There's flags everywhere, but Nolan DeLuca with the pick. And DeLuca is tackled out of bounds. We'll see if Korah was offside, as maybe they crossed the line a little too early on the double corner blitz there. We'll have to see what the call is.
It does look like we're the flag about drop, but just good play there by Nolan DeLuca. He comes back. He's a little bit behind the receiver there, and it looks like they're going for that comeback or stop routes. And he came back. He played the ball and got the possession back for Korah. But as he said,
it looks like it is an offside call against the Korah Colts.
Really early in the game, offense is starting to show a little bit here. You're like, you don't want to get these guys rolling, but can't get too jumpy on that edge blitz.
Yep. So Superior Heights will have a chance, 3rd down and 6 from their own 39-yard line, going right to left on your radio dial. Nick Hennessy-Joseph with Ben George back in the game behind him now. Hennessy-Joseph, and they again try to go on 2, but there was movement everywhere from the offense and the defense. We'll have to see who jumped first, as most of the defense on the left side went, but the right side of the offensive line went. So we'll have to see who kind of crossed first and what the initial call is.
Maybe there's a little bit of miscommunication there, but you could tell it was definitely supposed to be to draw an offside. Can't go wrong with a 3rd and short. But
and they are calling a false start against Superior Heights, so that'll bring them back to 3rd down and 11.
Another thing to be brought up here is that this is only the Korah Colts' 2nd football game of the season, as White Pines unfortunately had to forfeit their match against them last week. So, maybe we are going to see things like 6 players jumping offside and things like that, because the Colts haven't had that time to get together like the Steelhawks, the Wolverines, and the Knights have. And the Knights have definitely played against some powerful offense, some powerful defense.
Hennessy-Joseph again throws it up, and there was some incidental contact, as that was intended, for Ryan Oliver, and that's going to be a 4th down, so it'll be 4th down and 11. And the Superior Heights Steelhawks are coming out to punt. The one thing about Superior that we watched on tape was their kicker. I believe it's Cade Jones. Is that who it is?
I believe it's Gabe Beaton.
Or Gabe Beaton is their kicker?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Gabe Beaton was, number 15.
Yes.
He was booting the ball through the end zone. What a weapon to have. My goodness.
Like, we were week 1 when I was up here. Gabe Beaton is definitely the guy that wowed us, You don't expect to look at a kicker and want to give him player of the game, but I believe he did that week. I could be wrong. But Gabe Beaton was he is that guy, if you will.
And Cade Jones, though, is on to punt. And Cade gets off a pretty nice kick there. And Korah lets it bounce. And that'll be close to 5 yards as that bounced in the opposite direction. Smart play by Lucas Joy to jump on that, and that's going to be a no yards penalty against the Superior Heights Steelhawks. And that's just an unfortunate break for Superior, as, it's one of those calls you hate as a coach, but the refs have to make it. It's a simple call, but it just, you feel bad about it because it's, just a simple bad bounce, and, it's a big penalty the other way. So Korah now is going to take over, 1st down and 10 from the Superior Heights side of the field, and it looks like it's going to be on the 51-yard line.
Well, it's not only just a bad bounce, but the punt team there, maybe they weren't expecting it to drop that short, because Beaton certainly would have put it quite a bit further back.
So Koski yet again under center. Koski takes the snap, hands it off to Lucas Joy, and he's brought down by number 52, Colton DeVoe, with a nice stop. Hey, that offensive line of the Korah Colts right now is getting an outstanding push against the Superior Heights D-line.
They are getting a good push, and that Superior Heights D-line is big. They come with size. I think they definitely have some well-rounded big guys out there. They run a 50 front, so against the Korah Colts, that's definitely beneficial, but there's still a couple double teams in there, and the Colts are able to get the edge.
And there's a toss to Siren Foltz-Sikorsky. And Siren is gone if you give him any little bit of room. And Siren with another big run there. He gets 25 yards.
It's good to see him back on the field, all considered. Siren was battling a little bit of an injury last season and didn't get to play a lot. But he's back now, and as you said, he's one of those guys who you give him the edge, he'll put the Jets on and he'll go for 15, 20 yards. But if he sees somebody up the middle, he's not going to shy away from any hits. He'll put his shoulder down and he'll carry a couple guys from some good hard yards.
So I'm going to sound like a broken record, and that's the one thing that kind of, I realize afterwards how annoying it could be on the other side, but I've had the privilege of coaching so many of these kids. So you're going to hear me say, I coached this kid and say some good things about them because, I genuinely love all these kids out here right now. But, I'll start with Siren. Siren was a kid last year who played for us in Sioux Minor football 2 summers ago, and he played defense for us all year, and our offense really struggled. And we decided to throw him running back in the playoffs, and the kid tore it up. He was fast as lightning. He's one of the nicest kids you'll meet, and it's really nice as Lucas Joy, falls forward, follows a great block by number 62, Jake Orr. And that's going to be a gain of 6 yards. Yeah, but Siren decided, you know what, I want to try running back now. I think that's my position. And it absolutely is.
He's definitely a good fit there.
You cannot give him any space whatsoever. And, he really is an outstanding kid. So happy to see the success that Siren's having here, playing for these Korah Colts.
Well, I definitely feel you there, Tony, as I can just look out on both these teams right now, and I could give a plethora of names that I coached this summer. And it's just great to see them out there continuing with the sport of football and the success in their high school teams.
Koski back to pass yet again. Koski has Lucas Joy out in the flats, and Lucas Joy Stoichev is in for the touchdown. 3:45 to go. The Korah Colts easily put up another 7 points. And that's going to be a 13-0 lead early on for the Korah Colts.
Good read by Koski there. He looks downfield, sees a little bit of some deeper coverage now. Maybe they're a little worried about that deep route. They don't want to give up nothing deeper than 20 yards. But he looks to the left, finds Joy Stoichek, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Colts.
Number 1, Ryder Strachan on to attempt the extra point. Koski on for the hold yet again. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is good. I told you I'd tell you a little Brett Koski story. So Brett Koski was a young man who a couple summers ago, our season had already started, and we were a few weeks into the season, and he decided he wanted to try some football. So he came out and he got put on our team. We didn't really have a position for him at first. He was playing some receiver, those types of things. And then we really needed a quarterback. That was like the position that we were kind of struggling with the most at the time. And, he's like, hey, coach, I'll give it a shot. So we ended up throwing him in at quarterback. And we had, he was one of those kids that at the start, kind of struggled getting the hang of the game. But every single week he got better and better and better. He kept working at it. He kept, was asking questions. And by the end of the season, the kid was throwing bombs all over the place. I think he had he might have had 2 touchdown passes in the finals.
Yeah.
Played really well for us. And, it's nice to see him, continuing in his brother's footsteps as with the Korah Colts. And, nice to see him out here and getting this opportunity to be the starting quarterback. You're not sure if that would have been the case 2 years ago. So to see him out here now, it's awesome, and it's a testament to the young man. No,
it's really good to see him out here, as he said, following in the footsteps of Ty Koski, the very established Sault Ste. Marie kicker. And he's also getting some good looks at receiver now, getting a couple good passes there. And he's definitely another one of those guys who started off as, not a lot of people look at him as a wide receiver. You see him solely as a kicker, and then he goes out there and you give him a little bit of opportunity, and he came and he's making something out of it. Same as Brett. He gets his shot at quarterback, and I could say he definitely looks solid out there.
The Korah Colts on to kick this one off. And they're going to try an onside kick, and that did not go 10 yards. So, number 51, Michael Marshall takes it, but that'll be that'll be Superior Heights football.
The ball didn't travel 10 yards, so the Colts will have to re-kick.
They're going to have to re-kick, but I don't understand what was going on there with the Superior Heights kick return team, as they were about 20, 25 yards back at the kick.
Yeah. So it'll be first down, I believe, for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. They do have the option of taking the ball, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I'd take the ball.
Yeah.
Because now they're not afraid to use that onside kick, so I just wouldn't want to risk it.
The officials are going to speak to the Korah Colts bench. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what the call is here, as both teams actually still have their kickoff team and their kick return team out there. So, it looks like it is another kick. Sorry, the official originally signaled first down for Superior Heights. So
I think he assumed maybe they were going to take the ball, but back 5 yards for another kick.
You know what? That's probably what he meant. I thought he meant first down, and the official more than likely meant it's going to go back 5 yards. So that's my mistake.
And you know what? With 3 athletes back there, like the guys that Superior Heights has, I'm taking it. I'm taking the risk, and they've definitely got some big-time blockers up front there, it looks like. So.
And there's the deep kick, and it's going right to Ben George. And George lets it hit the ground, but George tries to get to the outside. And another terrific job by Grayson Avery on the outside. He makes the play.
Grayson Avery was there again, and as previously mentioned, Logan Lajanen's in on that one. Give Avery a little bit of help, but maybe you don't want to run it to Avery's side anymore. He's
he's doing a good job over there.
He's been diligent about not letting anything outside of him. It looks like he's just hovering there outside of the numbers. And at that point, maybe you want to try going the other way. And even if you catch it on that side, you got two other possible recipients of the ball on your right. I'd take my chance, try and follow my blockers, and get upfield a little bit.
So Superior Heights will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Hennessy Joseph from the gun. George motions to the left and gets the toss. George makes one-man miss, makes a nice move to the outside, and he's hit hard by number 99, Evan Beauville.
Ben George on the carry.
Beauville's another one of those guys that you have a lot of trouble playing with out there. He's a force of nature on the defensive line. He had another outstanding season with the Sioux SaberCats this summer, and I believe he made the All-Ontario defensive line for junior football last year.
And there's a quick pass to the outside to Ryan Oliver, and Oliver's taken down yet again by number 4, Grayson Avery.
Grayson Avery's definitely having himself a game. I don't think the Steelhawks anticipated him to be the guy to worry about tonight, but he definitely is.
Gain of 1 on the play makes it 3rd down and 9.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Steelhawks with 2:36 to go and counting. Hennessy Joseph from the gun. Nick takes the snap. He looks to his right. Quick hitter there, and it's incomplete, intended for Ben George. It'll be 4th down and long. And the punt unit again comes out for the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
Now, as somebody who was around the SMFL this year and got to watch some of these younger guys play, Hennessy Joseph is just never somebody I expected to see at quarterback. He's well over 6'2", 6'3", and large wingspan. He can definitely get up there, and we've seen him at receiver reel some good balls in, but I just didn't expect to see him at quarterback. Looks like he's having a pretty good passing game tonight. Let's see if he can light it up a little more.
Jones. A nice punt by Jones, and it goes off the hands of Strachan, and Strachan makes a man miss, and he goes to the outside, and what a tackle there by Ryder McGonigal as he takes down Strachan. That was a terrific special teams play there by McGonigal, and the Korah Colts will take over 1st down and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Really nice open field tackle by number 43, Ryder McGonigal.
Yeah, McGonigal's another one of those guys who he's a big hitter and he's got speed, so you kind of have to throw a move at him or something and hope he doesn't hit you too hard or hope he can't catch you.
Koski, who already has 2 touchdown passes here in the 1st quarter with 1:52 to go, lines up under center. Motion to the left, and there's a pitch to the left, and it's taken again by Searin, and that's a terrific job by the right side of that defense led by Ryder McGonigal yet again. Number 42, Marcus Gold, was there as well. Great play there by the Steelhawks defense.
Looks like he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelhawks defense definitely showing some little bit here through the clouds maybe, but let's see if they can keep it up and maybe get a Korah Colts stop or a turnover.
Well, this is the old Superior Heights Steelhawks defense that they ran forever back when they used to win all those city championships. And they've kind of gone back to it this season as there's a nice push by the interior of the Korah Colts offensive line, and it's taken by Lucas Joy. He falls forward for a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down and, well, we'll call it 3rd down and 2.
Looks like number 7 for the Colts there definitely had a little bit of his way up the middle, but he was met pretty hard by I believe the safety, Juan Jara, came in, stuffed him, and gave a little bit of the defense there to some time to come in and finish off the play, keeping him on 3rd and short. See if that 5-man defensive line pays off for the Steelhawks here.
There's a little quarterback keeper up the middle by Koski, and he falls forward for a gain of about 5 or 6. So that'll be
straight ahead for 4 and picks up the
first down and 10.
First down and 10 Colts at the Steelhawk 52.
I believe the tackle there was number 68,
Tackle
Thomas
by
Riley.
Number 68, Thomas Riley.
He's a player I had the pleasure of coaching this summer, and he's a monster. He's a big dude. He played left tackle for us, which I believe he plays for the Steelhawks now, and he's a guy who you don't want to get angry because he plays all the better.
Last play of the quarter, barring a penalty. Koski rolls to his right, and Koski, in and out of the hands of Drew Albury as he drops that one, and Albury had a ton of room in front of him there.
Koski's pass intended for number 10.
Drew Albury had a really strong season for the SaberCats this summer, and you know that's definitely one he'd like to have back, and I'm sure he'll get the opportunity. So again, we'd just like to take a second to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank Northern Sports Excellence, True House Sports Radio, Gen 7 in Rankin, Cobb's Bread in the Churchill Plaza, Johnny Bujo of Reliance Home Comfort, Algoma District School Board, the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, and Algoma Thunderbirds Athletics. Thank you for watching all of our coverage of Sault Ste. Marie High School football. If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe below to help support Sault Sports TV. As the second quarter begins, Koski lines up under center. The Korah Colts will take over on their 52-yard line of the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Grisdale motions down. There's a fumble on the play, and it's on the back of the Superior Heights player, and they're calling it Superior Heights football.
By the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
I think he number 75. What a play
Looks
by
like he just laid on it.
Jonah Hargren, as he just kind of laid on it with his back, and I think he just put his arm underneath the ball, and that's a terrific play. And now the Superior Heights Steelhawks, with a big turnover, will take over first down and 10.
There it is, just a little something they need. It's going to give them, I believe, is the best field position they've had all game, and hopefully Hennessy Joseph and the rest of the offense can get something going here, get a couple first downs, and they're close already inside their own 55, or sorry, the Korah Colts 55.
Hennessy Joseph lines up. He's got Clowater lined up to his right. Handoff up the middle to Clowater, and Clowater gets some yards. dips and doodles his way for a gain of about, well, we'll call it 4 yards. So second down and
Eli
6.
Clowater on the run. Nice run. He gets about 5 yards.
Great push by the offensive line there of the Steelhawks.
Yeah, they definitely want to attack those inside gaps, just running off the guard. Something they definitely want to do with the big offensive tackles it looks like they have. They want to be able to move them out, the D-ends outside, run right up the middle. Especially with a guy like Clowater who has some speed established here.
And there's a flag there, but the handoff goes to Will Push on the outside, and he's taken down for a gain of no yard gain, I would call it there, but we'll have to see what the penalty is here.
It's a little well drawn out play. Looks like Hennessy Joseph is faking like a drop back to pass, and it's just a
Number
sweep.
2, Max Cuselli with the tackle.
Officials having a little conversation there. It's offside on the defense, so that should be close to a first down. We'll have to see
so it's going to be offside against the defense. Ball will be moved up 5 yards. Should be close to first down yardage.
Defense has got to be careful.
It looks like
that.
Go ahead, sorry.
That's just that first down or if not.
No, it is a first down.
Oh, it is a first down. Okay, so that's definitely what Superior Heights is looking for. All they need is just that little bit of momentum to get them going, get the Colts defense on their edge, and just a little bit of momentum. That's all they need.
George with a handoff, and he's tackled. He avoids a tackle, but then he's taken down by number 51, Michael Marshall. Great push by Wyatt Jagger on the inside there.
Game makes a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, George is that guy who in the first couple of weeks they went to a lot. He's got the speed. He's shown a little bit of elusiveness, and if he can break some tackles a little more consistently like that, I'd definitely be worried about him.
Hennessy Joseph again lines up in the gun. He's got George lined up to his left. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. And Hennessy Joseph drops the ball, and it just lays there. And the Korah Colts jump on it, I believe. And it will be Korah football, as that just went off the hands of Nick.
Ball is recovered by the Korah Colts, and they'll take over 1st down and 10.
And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Korah Colts.
Good play there by the defense, recognizing the fumble, because Hennessy Joseph didn't really go for it, so maybe you wouldn't notice it's down there, but a couple guys pounced on it, and now Korah's offense back on the field.
Yeah, a lot of Superior players just kind of watched that, it looked like, right? And
I don't think they believed it. I think they were looking down like, no, he has the ball.
yeah. So the Korah Colts will take over 1st down and 10, like you said. Koski under center. Koski with the counter to Albury, and Albury makes some guys miss, and he's finally taken down by number 43, Che Grenz. Number 43, Ryder McGonigal again.
1 tackled by number 43, Ryder McGonigal.
I was just looking. Did you see Che there on the roster then?
No, I just did the wrong team. I said 43 of Korah, and I should have said 43 of Superior Heights. Yeah,
I didn't know Che's another player who I believe I coached this summer, and I didn't know he ended up over at Korah, so good for him.
Brett Koski from the gun, from under center. He takes it and he hands it off yet again to Joy Stoichev, and Lucas Joy Stoichev picks up another 15 yards as the Korah Colts are just running the ball and just powering through and using the muscle and strength of their offensive line. Picking up big yards every play.
Number 52.
Absolutely. Week 1, you guys, as you said, it was a really close game, and you guys definitely held that offensive line still for the most part. And now they're starting, they really look like they're coming together here. And as you said, they're getting a good push on the inside against a big defensive line. But next week is the big rivalry matchup. You'll see Bono lead his St. Mary's Knights against the Colts again. And as I said, that skill gap this year, it's as close as it's ever been. And I think any of these games could really go either way. But one thing you want to see players go into as a team against a team like the Korah Colts or the St. Mary's Knights, who have been the 2 big dogs around the Sioux for a while. You just want to see them go in and give as hard of a fight as they can. As Bono said, the White Pines Wolverines did. Really glad to see their junior team out there playing some football. Glad to see those guys still have their opportunity. And let's see now, as the timeout's over, the water's coming off. Let's see if the Korah Colts can stay consistent, or if the Superior Heights defense here is going to have something else up their sleeve.
So with 8:32 to play, the Korah Colts will take over 1st down and 10. Koski back to
Big
pass.
time blitz.
And there's some pressure everywhere, and there's a flag on the play, but Koski gets out of it. Koski gets out of it again, and then Koski takes a big hit there by number 52, Colton DeVoe. We'll see what the call is here.
Breaks a couple tackles and is eventually.
I don't remember who it was back there, but one guy had him wrapped up, and the other one stood there, and that's why you got to finish off tackles. But DeVoe is that guy for the.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. He's that guy for the Superior Heights defense. He's a big name in the game, and he's out there showing off, and he's been doing that.
That's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Korah Colts. However, Superior did decline the penalty because it was a sack, so it'll be 2nd down and 15, we'll call it, or 16 maybe.
What was that penalty? Was that a holding?
Holding on the offensive line, yeah.
So would it have been 10
It'd
yards
be
from
first.
the spot?
It would have been either 1st and 20 or 2nd and 16. So Coach Klooster elected for 2nd and 16. Koski again under center. Hands it off to Joyce Stoichev. And
goal.
there's a big hit there. What a tackle by number 25, Kane Lambert. My goodness.
Amazing form.
What a perfect tackle.
Amazing leverage. That was just like that. That is it doesn't get better than that, especially when you watch in junior football. Some of these guys will come in with a shoulder, try and body check, or their form might not be great. Their head, they might not be looking up, but that was just an amazing form tackle there by number 25.
That's a one-on-one open field form tackle that you'll love to see. So terrific play there by Kane. Koski, 3rd down and 13. Koski fakes. He rolls. He just throws it up again to Grisdale. And Grisdale with the catch. And Grisdale's in for the touchdown. You know that Koski is throwing there on those plays.
Absolutely.
So it's one of those things where you got to,
It's those deep corners and posts from a guy who's 2 times the height of the safeties and can jump over them. He's definitely the guy you want to be able to air it out to, but I didn't think they were going to let it happen twice, but it looks like they were up front playing the run. They know Korah's a heavy run team, but on a 3rd and long, good play by Koski, good play by Grisdale, and he hauls it into the end zone again.
So it'll be on to attempt the extra point as Ryder Strachan to extend this to a 21-0 lead with 7:10 to go here in the second quarter. The kick is actually no good. So it'll be 20-0. And we'll have the pleasure of watching the Superior Heights Steelhawks come on out this season. You know, you talked a little bit about Nick Hennessy-Joseph. I had the privilege of coaching Nick back when he was in grade 7, his first year up in Bantam, and he played wide receiver for us. And you know, he's one of those kids that just got better all year. You know, yes coach, no coach, really respectful. You know, outstanding young man, and you know, we really wanted to get him again last year, but obviously due to, you know, we already had quite a few players, and we had some protections and stuff that we had to take, and obviously Nick was a fairly high choice in the draft, and we did not get a chance to get him last year, and it was fun to kind of, you know, it was unfortunate because you're right, in the summer he had an injury, and nice to see him back. Nice to see him healthy.
Good to see him back, absolutely.
Yeah. And you know, we were talking about that summer, and it's unfortunate he couldn't have been healthy all year because him and Regan DeSordo would have been quite the fun pair to watch.
They are definitely
back then. So you know, it's nice to see Nick out here playing some quarterback. You know, his family's extremely you know, very much into football. You know, his grandpa's legendary coach here in Sault Ste. Marie as well. So, you know, nice to see, you know, Nick with this opportunity to play some quarterback. And, you know, for a grade 9 kid to start, that's not an easy thing to do, right? You don't see that every day. So he's only going to get better as a result, as the Korah Colts end up kicking it off, and it's taken there by number 20.
Ooh, looks like
William Gold with some nice little moves, and Gold able to come forward.
A little bit of extracurriculars down there.
I didn't see you. You clearly saw that. By who?
Looks like Gavin came in and finished off on a block on something you could call late, you couldn't call late, and someone on the Steelhawks there didn't like that very much and came and got a piece of him.
Okay, so you think it's going to be on the Steelhawks?
It is definitely on the Steelhawks. It's just you got to be careful with that. I mean, those are things sometimes they'll let slip, but you got to be disciplined out there. You know, you have the opportunity to play a sport that we all love, and you can't be in a season where you only have 7 guaranteed games, you can't be messing around. You definitely don't want to miss one of those, especially on some little bit of messing around like that. Be careful.
So it's a rough play against Superior Heights. That's going to back them up. 15 yards. So they're going to go from their 34 all the way back to inside their own 20-yard line. So that's a tough break there for the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
And you know what, going back to, as you said, with Hennessy-Joseph, I think the Steelhawks here, I can't say much. I don't know enough about White Pines or St. Mary's to say, but they definitely have plenty, like a plethora of grade 9s who are getting their opportunity to start and make impacts. You see a lot of them on the line here, but then you have Hennessy-Joseph at quarterback, and
That's going to be offside on the defense, I would assume.
Oh, but the right tackle did kick step as well.
Yeah, he did.
So maybe
see
was that the right tackle first? Or?
Oh, they are calling false start. Okay.
Yeah. Back him up.
So
5
it'll
more.
It's going to be illegal procedure against the Spear Heights Steelhawks.
first down and 15.
At least it's still a first down. Maybe now you'll see them go to the air. Hennessy Joseph's definitely got the accuracy. We haven't seen him really attempt a deep ball yet. There seems to be a little bit of wind out here, so maybe they'll be a bit hesitant to throw something deep, but nothing Brett Koski hasn't done tonight. So let's see if the Steelhawks also have that in their pocket. In the past, the Steelhawks have been known to run that single tight set or even double tight. Let's see what they make of the 22.
Hennessy Joseph. Oh, runs a little slip screen
There it
there, and
is.
he's open. And what a catch by number 12, Ben George. Are you kidding me? Off
Ben
the
George.
fingertips, and see you later,
The
Ben.
running back.
What an unbelievable throw and catch
Beautiful
there.
pass and run.
Just
My
as
goodness, I don't know how he caught that. He
What a
got that
play.
with just the
What
tips
a
of his
play.
fingers.
George.
Amazing play there, just as I mentioned it. Hennessy Joseph, they want to test the deep ball on
Left side of
first
the
and
field for the
15.
long touchdown.
He puts up a beautiful pass. Amazing play by Ben George, an athlete for the Steelhawks here. You know, he's been getting shut down in the run game. You know, maybe that was a little bit of fuel towards him beating the defensive back there, and he definitely makes a play going for, that must have been
85
so it would have
yard.
been,
Well,
90,
so it was snapped on the 17-yard line. So
Wow.
yeah. So
Amazing
the thing
play.
about that, you could see it, right? Number 19, who was that? Ryan Oliver at the bottom of the screen. Before the ball was even snapped, he was turned like this, right, to get the attention, and that's why I called the slip, because I thought they were going to run the slip to this
defense,
side,
right? They've
but
run
they
it a
ran it
couple
the other way.
times.
Yeah, so nice play design there by Coach Russian, and Hennessy Joseph. Wide open. Ryan Oliver right
Bring up
there.
Oliver and,
It doesn't matter because it is a false start, so it'll be a little interesting call there to go for 2. I don't know if they're, maybe, I mean, Korah has a kicker, right? But I haven't seen Beaton out there today. Have you?
Yeah, this is one thing I wanted to say is that I have not noticed Beaton on the field yet.
Yeah,
which
would
is
be a big deal,
definitely
right?
odd. You're also missing a starting defensive tackle in there, number 59, Ian D'Angelo. It looks like they're missing a couple of players. Usually you'll see them on the sideline, but I don't have eyes on anybody. But yeah, it's really strange not to see Beaton out there. Hopefully he's back for the next game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Beaton's a AAA hockey player or not, but
Yeah.
there is, we're missing a couple kids yesterday too. So, there is a big tournament for that team. So, there's a few players. Another one, Simon McLean, I don't think is here, number
Simon
55.
McLean.
So that's another big loss for this Superior Heights team. So yeah, so Superior is missing. A few kids today, and that kind of explains what we're seeing here. Korah's a tough team to beat when you're healthy and have everybody, and when you're missing a few key players, it just it just gets a little more harder, right? A little more difficult.
Absolutely.
So.
Simon McLean is another one of those kids I had the pleasure of coaching this summer, and he is a beast on defense. He's at the ball every play, and he played safety for us, but I believe he plays linebacker for the Steelhawks. And with him,
there's a flag. I'm not sure what
said something out there. There's a little bit of maybe a little more pushing going on, but
that's a random flag there. That one almost seems like it would be against the Superior Heights bench or something.
Right. I wonder what that's for. But back to McLean, I believe he plays linebacker, and him and DeVoe and McGonigal out there, they're quite the unit. They definitely set the tone, and they're something. And I believe they're all grade 9s. Maybe not DeVoe, but they've definitely.
That's why the official threw the flag, was because the ball did go out of bounds, but no official on this side threw a flag. So, Fitzpatrick on the other side threw the flag, and that was what it was for. So he made the right call, absolutely.
Good on him to catch that there.
Yeah, so it'll be, the ball will be placed.
Yeah, I was wondering because he was
45.
over standing on the 20. I was like, well, what's going on?
So the 45-yard line, it looks like Korah now is double covering Grisdale with number 49, Michael Bishop, who, heck of a football player in his own right, and Bishop's playing 25 yards off the ball.
You know what? You can never be too careful. He's that guy who plays like him, and you want to treat him like Calvin Johnson. You can never be too careful with a weapon like that.
Yeah, I was a little surprised he didn't go up to senior this year. You know,
with that quarterback,
kid that plays senior basketball as a grade 9 and stuff. Yeah, like
he's got the athleticism, he's got the size for sure. And you know what? I was really surprised, all considered. You look at his quarterback duo, who he's been playing with his entire career over the SaberCats in the last Colts season, goes up. I was surprised he didn't follow.
And there's that little counter that Korah likes to run, and Drew Albury's tackled. Nice stop by number 47.
Drew Albury on the carry,
Griffin Deplarty.
You know what? I'm going to give a little bit of credit there to number 42, Marcus Gould, who looks like he got hammered and pancaked into the ground, but he managed to get a hand out there and trip him up a little bit and help in on that play. Good for him.
That being said, I said I was surprised he didn't go up just because he has the ability to go up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm a huge proponent of kids not going up. So, I like the idea of, kids staying down and playing with their friends. I like the idea, come stay down here, be the superstar. I don't care what school you go to. I like the idea of the grade 10s always kind of staying down. So, when I said I was surprised, it's a compliment because I think he has the ability to do it. And
he definitely does.
He could have started and been a superstar up there as well. So, but I respect the decision to kind of stay down and play with his buddies and play with his friends and have a chance to be a bigger star, right? So, so absolutely. It's,
It's a good thing to be said. I think you're definitely going to have some of those guys that the senior football team is going to be fishing for. You've definitely got some weapons over there when you look at Dylan Dewar. You look at Adam Provenzano. You look at some of the offensive linemen that you have in Jacob Ribberty. And a couple other guys there on the offensive and defensive line.
Another nice run around the
Ribberty's
right side by number 7.
Yeah, can't catch a break with that this year. But that's a discussion for another day.
Absolutely.
Nice run there, again by Joyce Stoichev. So
looks like that deep safety's got a little more responsibility than just Grisdale, as I think he came down and helped on that as well.
Yeah, number 32, Aiden Bear-Bazo with a nice stop. So Korah now first down and 10 from the Superior Heights 44-yard line with 3:33 to go and counting here in the second quarter. Koski takes the snap, and there's a pitch to Siren, and Siren cuts it up the middle, and what a tackle. Man, oh man, Marcus Gold lays down the hammer, and you can see that acceleration from Siren as Siren just blew up that hole, and what a stop there.
Good high-end speed. He, as you said, he he looks for the hole, he finds it. Looks like he's still moving pretty quick, but one cut and bang, he's at his top end. But good recognition, good stop by Gould there.
I'm always a proponent of cutting it up the middle, but if Siren can kick that to the outside, he had blockers and he was gone. And there's Lucas Stoichev yet again, the same play, and it goes to the right. That's their little, the little run power that they like to run. And he's finally taken down. What an effort by number 68, Thomas Riley, who runs all the way down the field.
He ran from the 40 to the 15-yard line, and not often do you see a defensive tackle put an effort like that. But as I said, Riley's one of those guys who's played for me the last couple summers, and he's an effort guy. He doesn't stop. He's been playing both sides of the ball game and a couple special teams for the Steelhawks. And good for him.
Yeah, Superior's a young team, right? They're kind of like us at Mary's, young teams. And, it bodes well for definitely next season, right, for everybody. So it'll be interesting to see, how these guys all develop. And the key is who comes out again, right, next year. So, and here comes Koski yet again. Koski from the 14-yard line. He's back to pass, a little screen to Grisdale, and he's likely going to score. And Grisdale's in yet again. Koski with his fourth touchdown pass of the first half.
Good for the young quarterback there. This is his first year starting in his, I believe, grade 10 year. And Grisdale there, he's met by, I think he got hit separately by about 3 or 4 different defenders, but he just put his shoulder down and powered through. Good touchdown by Grisdale. Way to make something at 15 yards there. One thing I wanted to say about the Korah Colts this year is they've always emphasized that big fullback role, and this is maybe the first year that they haven't had one of those. You know, a couple years ago it was Caleb
Ryder
Thibodeau.
Strachan's Converse on the deck.
After Thibodeau was gone, they handed the crown down to Ethan Sorreo, and even after Sorreo, it wasn't as much of a big body in there anymore, but you definitely had Coleman Manchelenko pulling some weight back there at fullback, but this year you just haven't really seen that big fullback guy. It's just everyone's got speed, everybody's got power, and they're definitely spreading the ball out pretty equally there.
Yeah, no question. So it'll be the Superior Heights Steelhawks will receive the kickoff with 2:08 to play here in the second quarter. Again, we'd just like to take a second here to thank a couple of our sponsors. We'd like to thank True House Radio, Northern Sports Excellent, Gen 7 Gas Station out in Rankin, Cobb's Bread in the Churchill Plaza. And I'll tell you, Cobb's Bread, I mean, you know, I told this story for the SaberCats this year. I hadn't gone there yet, you know, and then I saw they were sponsoring high school sports. So I stopped in there one day, and my goodness, I had one of their scones, and unbelievable. You know, their scones are outstanding. The bread was outstanding. Bought some buns as well. You know, please go and if you haven't been there yet, it's definitely worth the trip to check it out. As George breaks a tackle, and George gets to the outside almost, and Grisdale. Oh, and what a play! He drops the ball, and what a heads-up play by Marcus Gold as the ball just lands right in his hands, and Gold
12, Ben George
falls
with
forward.
the kick return.
Yeah, way to make something of the play there by Gould. Good job on Ben George, too, to cut it back the other way. If he got one more little step in there, I think he would have caught the outside and gone for some good serious yardage. But this time, not buried by penalties. The Steelhawks have some good field range here.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks with 1:53 to play. They're down 27-6. Going left to right now. Hennessy Joseph lines up in the gun. He's got Clowater lined up to his left, 4 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. There's some motion to the left. Superior Heights just shifting over, and there's a handoff to inside to Clowater, and he falls forward for a gain of 3 yards.
Number 83,
There's that
Eli
big middle
Clowater
linebacker for
carry.
the
He
Colts
gets 3
there.
yards, makes it second down
Gabe
and
Phillips.
Number 52, Gabe Phillips with the tackle.
Hennessy Joseph now 2nd down and 8. Clowater hustles back into the game, 4 receivers to his right. Hennessy Joseph looks, and it's intercepted by Strachan. There is a flag on the play, and Strachan read that like a book, and he scores. We'll have to see what the flag is.
If that flag doesn't stand, that's Strachan's 2nd pick 6 of the season. I guess he's one of those guys offenses are going to have to start looking out for, but let's see if that's going to come back or not.
Looks like nobody's really moving yet, so we'll have to see what the call is.
And just while we have a moment here, I'd like to thank our sponsors again for tonight. This game is brought to you by Northern Sports Excellence, True Sports Radio, the Gen 7 Rankin Gas Station, Cobb's Bread at Churchill Plaza, Jonathan Gould Reliance Home Comfort, Algoma District School Board, the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, and the Algoma Thunderbirds Athletics.
And the touchdown is going to stand as there was an illegal substitution for Superior Heights. So that'll extend the lead to 33-6 with 1:24 to play in the second quarter.
Good for Stratton, getting his stats up there, putting another pick 6 on the board, and now he gets to come out and claim 7 points to his name on that drive as he's going to attempt the kick.
And Strachan's kick is good, so that'll extend the lead to 34-6 with 1:24 to play. So in senior action tonight, the Korah Colts will be playing against the Superior Heights Steelhawks, and we'll be covering that game at 7:30 tonight. The Korah Colts, again, sitting in first place, undefeated, playing against the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
Well, Superior Height is one of those teams who they've definitely got some talent out there. You look across the board, and their offensive line's got some big-time size. They've got athletes in the backfield. Goche is really growing into a big-time quarterback role. They've got some defensive line guys in there. You look at Carter Girardi and Javen Battle. Linebackers, Ethan Fisher's definitely matured into a well-playing football player in the backfield for the Steelhawks. And I just can't wait to see some of that action tonight. That's going to be a really good game, the semifinal rematch from last year. The Colts and the Steelhawks actually met in Week 6 and the semifinal. They played each other 2 times in a row. And the Steelhawks, once they start to pick up on some stuff, they're quite dangerous. They can definitely shut you down. So I am excited to see what they can bring the Colts tonight, and I'm excited to see what the Colts can bring the Steelhawks.
And there's a short kick yet again. It's taken by number 21, Juan Jara, and that's a smart play by Juan as he just goes down. So with 1:23 to play.
The kickoff is
what I think that was there is that Jara and George, no one really called for the ball there, and it looks like they bumped into each other a little bit. But I don't think the ball would have been bad in either of their hands.
So the Superior Heights Steelhawks are going to take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line with 1:23 to play in the second quarter. Hennessy Joseph lines up in the gun. Again, he has Clowater lined up to his left, 2 receivers to his right. There's the snap, a little hitch pass to the outside, and it's in and out of the hands. That was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that
was definitely a forward pass. There's Oliver. Nice throw by Hennessy Joseph right in Oliver's hands.
Yeah, that's one thing I've definitely noticed about Hennessy Joseph is when he gets the ball, he takes a couple scoot steps back. So even when he's throwing little hooks and comebacks like that, a live ball, I don't think he's going to throw a live ball, which is good for him. Good for the offense, but maybe they'll come back to some short gain like that. They've still got, I believe, 3 downs to convert.
1:19 to go here in the second quarter. Hennessy Joseph takes it. He hands it off to Clowater, and Clowater with a good hard run up the middle. Picks up a couple yards, brought down by...
Hard run by number 80.
Well, he was brought down by a couple of Colts there up the middle, but the guy to get hands on him first was number 98 for the Colts, Zach Katava.
Number 52.
He hit him pretty hard, but Clowater stayed on his feet, maybe stepped away from him a little bit and managed to continue upfield. Looks like now the Colts have some a little bit of depth in there. They want to test what some of their guys can do, prepping for a big matchup next week against the St. Mary's Knights.
It'll be trips for quads right here. And Gabe Phillips with the interception. And it's picked off yet again by number 8 this time, Evan Mazer. As they still have their starters out there.
Some.
Most of them,
yeah. They're just starting to sprinkle in a couple guys, which is good. Give some other guys some looks. It's good to see them doing that.
So the Korah Colts will take over 1st down and 10.
And you know,
with 54 seconds left to go from the Superior Heights 34-yard line.
What I'm really surprised we didn't see there is, you know, you look on the clock, we've only got just under a minute left here, and I'm surprised they didn't try Hennessy Joseph for another one of his big deep passes to George, or maybe another little sneaky receiver who they don't quite expect to go deep. But hopefully the Hawks' defense here can slow them down a little bit and maybe hold them from getting to the end zone again.
Number 5, Declan Murdoch in at quarterback now for the Colts. As the handoff goes to Jarian Caldma, there is a flag on the play. We'll have to see what that is. I don't know if...
Number 24, Jarian Caldma on the carry.
Good hit there by the DB.
5 makes a 2nd down and 5.
I believe that's number 32. Aiden
Number
Barabazo.
32,
So it's a rough play, horse collar
Basil
against the
with the
Superior
tackle.
Heights Steelhawks.
But there is a flag down also.
So that'll move up an extra 15 yards. And Korah looking to extend this lead.
Looks like a horse collar tackle against the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
Big time yards there, and the
10
Colts now can most definitely stick to that run game and just try and chip it in here.
Declan Murdoch takes the snap, and he hands it off. Nice tackle there by 47,
Way to hang on.
Griffin DePlarty.
Way to hang on there by DePlarty.
And I couldn't see who ran with that one. It was tough to kind of see. It might have been Caldma. Either way, it'll be...
Number 34, Caleb Leighton on the carry.
Oh, sorry, that was Caleb Leighton on the carry. They got him playing running back, which
10.
is interesting.
What do you think would be the best position?
Oh, Caleb Leighton's an absolute monster. He's one of my favorite kids I've ever coached. He can play any position, but, you know, I definitely feel like personally he's more of a defensive player. As number 24, Jaron Caldma falls in for that touchdown. Caleb Leighton is one of those kids. He played running back for us this summer.
Yeah.
He was a beast. Caleb Leighton will play any position you want him to. He's one of the nicest kids, you know, so polite. You know, he won my coach's award this year because we had him playing anywhere, and he played everywhere we asked. Again, he's easily one of my favorite kids I've ever coached, and, you know, nothing but great things to say about Caleb. And, yeah, like, you know, I compared Caleb a little bit to Logan Lashinen, right? Logan had to play running back for us when, you know, back in Sioux Minor because we were short guys. And but Logan was definitely more fitted to play defense, and I knew he would play defense in high school,
Right.
and that's what he did. And, you know, Caleb Leighton is another one of those young men who played running back for us. But, man, you put him on defense, and as good as he is as a running back, on defense, he's an absolute beast. So, you know, nice to see him getting some action and playing anywhere. That's a big missed extra point, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty wide left there.
Well, you know, from a game standpoint, 35 points means straight time. So now it's only a 34-point lead, and you know, we're going to be back to some stop time here going forward. But nice little drive there by the twos of the Korah Colts as they were able to, you know, put another one down.
Now with 17 seconds left on the clock, let's see if maybe they will do it again. They'll go deep to George with Hennessy Joseph. It's worked on a one-time play before. Let's see if it'll work again here. That's all I can expect, or maybe the Hawks offense will elect to take a knee.
So 17.1 seconds left here. The Colts will look to kick off. Back to return is, looks like George is back there.
I think Mazier is back there as well with him.
Mazier as well. And there's the kick, and it's taken
20.
by number 20, William Gold. And William Gold with a nice little return. He's taken down by Caldma.
Gets his team to the 40. That's the best return the Hawks have had for tonight. And Hennessy Joseph, he's definitely shown he can put the team on his shoulders and make something out of any play. Let's see if he can do it again here, or if the Colts defense will come up with another big turnover.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what Superior Heights decides to do here. Maybe, you know, throw one up deep again like you talked about, or if they're just going to run the clock out, try and get to halftime and look to regroup a little bit. So we'll see what Coach Klooster decides to do as Hennessy Joseph, again, takes the ball, and he's got Clowater lined up to his right, 3 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. Hennessy Joseph takes the snap, and he does just hand it off to Clowater, and Clowater is taken down hard there. You know, that's one of those plays where you know, I get what they're doing and I don't mind it, but it's almost worth it to take a knee, right, just to avoid the injury, the potential injury of anything. Oh, as the stat sheet just ended up right in the water on the top. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, right by the football. That's not coming out of there unless unless you crawl over.
I'm probably gonna have to crawl over at halftime here, but we'll see what happens in just a moment.
Clowater again takes the handoff. Nice push by the offensive line. And Clowater with that was a punch there. Thrown by number 51, Michael Marshall. I'm not sure what Marshall was doing on that one.
That is just not the play, you know.
Yeah, the refs didn't see that one, but
thankfully for Marshall, because this is one of those games now that's leading pretty heavy one way, and when you start to see extracurriculars like that, you're just not going to take it for an answer. Those are things in games like this that will get you ejected, so you have to be careful. But
so after the first half of play here from Superior Heights Field in Sault Ste. Marie, the Korah Colts with a 40-6 lead. Again, we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with second half action here from Superior Heights. Test, we good?
I'm good, I hear you.
Welcome back to Superior Heights Field here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm Tony Boniferro, joined alongside Donnie Matthews,
Hello.
Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr on a chair. We're back for second half action here from Superior Heights. The Korah Colts with a 40-6 lead over the Superior Heights Steelhawks, and we are actually going to be going straight time now. They are going to do it at 34 points rather than the 35, so it will be straight time here in the second half. Nice return there to start by Evan Mazer. Donnie, just your thoughts on the first half of football here that we saw.
I think the first half of football is definitely great. Korah played amazing on both sides of the ball. They were able to run, they were able to pass, and their defense was impeccable. A couple of interceptions there. I believe Nolan DeLuca had one that was called back, but good play by him nonetheless. The middle linebacker for the Colts, Gabe Phillips, reined one in. Good for him. And Ryder Strachan, a guy whose name
Did
is...
Gabe run that in? I didn't think he ran it in.
Strachan?
No, Gabe Phillips.
No. He just got the interception.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I might have misheard. Okay.
No, you're all right. But then Strachan, a name that's familiar with the pick six, he was there.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Strachan. Nice little handoff to the inside by Evan Mazer, and he's swallowed up by the interior of that defensive line,
Big
led by
push
number
there.
59, Bryce Lappelin.
You look out there now, you see now we really got some depth out there for the Colts. They still have Strachan and looks like number 4 out there, Grayson Avery, but Avery's come off.
A couple kids who I've had the, again, that I know fairly well. Nice to see number 47, Devin Clarida, out there. Devin, another kid, works hard, was new to football, great attitude. Nice to see him getting some action out there, as he's a heck of a football player in his own right. And it looks like Robin Price is out there as well for the Korah Colts. So, Robin, who made Team Ontario, I believe, for the Women's Tackle Football League. And Robin is a go-getter. She is not scared of anything or anyone. So nice to see her kind of step up there on Evan Mazer. But Mazer put a nifty little move on her and was able to fall forward for a gain of 10 yards.
Well, to go back to Robin there, she her age group, I believe it's the U16, they only do touch or flag football. I can't remember which it is. And she went and tried out for the U18 tackle and made it. So good for Robin there, really a way to represent the Sioux, and it's good to see stuff like that.
And the Superior Heights Steelhawks, third down and short here after that nice run by Mazer. And there's a blitz, and it's recovered by the Korah Colts, number 51,
the Korah Colts
Michael
ball.
Marshall.
George was definitely there. He jumped on it, and looks like it slipped out of his hands, though. Now to come back and talk about the Superior Heights Steelhawks first half. Defense started to see some things clicking here and there, but they had a little bit of trouble staying consistent against the Colts' dynamic game. And Hennessy Joseph, I believe this is the first game I've seen him back at the quarterback spot. He's had a good game, too. He's been able to air it out to George for that big 85 or 95-yard touchdown. Good on him. And he's got a little bit of shorter pass game going. He's definitely trying to lead the offense here. And from what it looks like there, they definitely haven't given up. But let's see what the Steelhawks defense can do now.
Declan Murdoch in at quarterback here for the Korah Colts. He takes it.
Murdoch in.
And Murdoch, and he's sacked from behind by number 43, Ryder McGonigal. And as he keeps up his strong performance here for Superior Heights.
McGonigal's definitely had quite a game out there. I'm not sure if that's his first or second sack in the night, but he's definitely had a big impact on the game for sure. Oh, it looks like hopefully that's not him taking a knee there. Oh, it is.
All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes' time here once Ryder's off the field. Gonna go be able to walk himself off the field, and here comes Murdoch. Murdoch with a little counter to number 34, Leighton yet again, and Leighton makes everybody miss, and Leighton cuts it up. And he says, Coach Bono telling everyone I can't play running back, and he takes it 30 yards for a beautiful run.
He's definitely that player who's going to go out there and prove you wrong.
Oh,
Bono.
man, he's, again, and that's, as good as he is on offense, in my opinion, he's better on defense. So, again, it's nice to see him out here and just really getting, capitalizing on the action that he has, right, and capitalizing on the opportunity that he has.
No, absolutely, and it's just good to see him out there. And like I said, he's going to prove you wrong. He's that athlete. He can play both ways. He can play a couple different positions, and it's good to see somebody like that getting their chance out here.
Murdoch, again, with the counter to Leighton, and Caleb Leighton is tackled. What an effort there.
Good job by the defense.
Who was that? We got to get
D'Angelo, that's 59.
No, is that 60? I thought it was.
There was a defensive tackle back there. That's all I know. Looks like they had chased down, managed to hold the line of scrimmage, even if it was.
That was Michael Bishop on the stop. Michael Bishop is another young man. What an outstanding football player he is. He played back in Sioux Minor as well, and he's a kid who just made every tackle all over the field. Huge fan of Michael. Nice to see him out here contributing as well. As there's a little handoff up the middle, and what a stop by number 42. Marcus Gold. But they're going to give him the touchdown. I'm sorry. That's Amidio Felice, I believe, who fell forward.
81.
Good for Felice to get in there. This is his first year ever playing football, and he gets in for the touchdown. Good for him. You love to see kids getting that experience.
So it'll be 46-6 here as they attempt the extra point with 5:56 and counting on the clock.
Now, I'd like to talk about something that's happening in football this year, not only just in our league here in the Sioux, but in the NFL, and that's injuries have been just quite the thing. And in tonight's matchup with the Steelhawks and the Colts, there are a number of Colts sitting out tonight, and that powerhouse team is missing some big names. So maybe Superior Heights is going to look to attack those weaknesses, not exactly in the injured players, but I mean on the field. And maybe they could definitely get a push and get some points and give the Colts a run for their money.
Who's out tonight?
Tonight,
we know about
from the Colts,
one of them, but who else is out tonight?
From the Colts, you're looking at Ashton Sachin is most likely not going to be playing in tonight's game. Owen Andriola, Miguel Bedard. There are a couple other names out there. I don't think Aiden Wanch is playing.
Oh, wow.
And as I said, and that's not even everybody. There's a couple more names. Ty Koski, I don't think we're going to get to see tonight. And
well, I mean, if you're missing Wanch and you're missing Sachin, my goodness, that's
big.
2/3 of your,
and this is
your
really
massive D line.
This is really going to exercise, and as somebody who's played at Korah in the past and who's been in with the team for a couple of years, and it likes to preach that next man up mentality, and let's see how you react. So let's see with a couple more backups in the night, maybe a couple of grade 11s and some grade 12s who aren't number one on the depth chart. They're going to get their chance, and let's see if they can hold their own against Superior Heights, who I could say is definitely a team that tonight is going to be a big chance of theirs. They want it bad. They're hard workers. So I'm definitely excited to see how they're going to play tonight against the Colts.
I'm trying to see what the weather is going to be like tonight. If weather might be a little bit of a factor, as Ben George again takes it, and George cuts it to the right, and George makes some guys miss. Nice block. And now they're calling one, I believe, on. I don't know if I think they're calling that on Ryder Strachan.
I think that was number 4 on the tackle. I believe that was Grayson Avery, who was all the way over here by the sticks for the tackle and chased him down about 50 yards horizontally on the field there. Great effort.
Ben George on the return.
And good job by number 12, Ben George, to cut it back, follow his blocker, who I believe is number 20 there, William Gould, and try and make something of a kick return.
So the officials are going to talk about this one.
Looks like there might have been a little bit of a blindside block there by Superior Heights, yeah. Oh, or maybe something on Korah.
Yeah, that was it was on Korah. It was number 1, Ryder Strachan. Ryder Strachan absolutely lit up someone up on this side of the field, and was away from the play. It was a pretty easy call there for the official. So Superior Heights is going to take over. Pretty good field position here. First down and 10 from the Korah Colts 49-yard line, and there's a handoff up the middle again.
And he's eaten up.
To Eli Clowater.
So Robin Price, number 47 in there.
Devin Clarida in on the stop. Number 55 as well. I thought it's 58 maybe. I apologize.
Oh, there's no 58.
Oh, there's no 58 either. Or is that 59?
That's 59
okay.
there. That's
Bryce Lapalin again. He had a nice play earlier.
Robin Price with the tackle.
Hennessy Joseph lines up. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He's in the gun. He throws it up, and it's caught there by number 19, Ryan Oliver, with a beautiful catch.
Yeah, Ryan
and
Oliver.
That's going to be enough for the first down.
Ryan Oliver looks like he's been Hennessy Joseph's favorite target tonight, as he's gone to him quite a few times. And good play there. Way to come down with the ball and secure it. He let one go in the end zone earlier, and he said he wasn't going to let that happen again.
I believe they said Colton. Colton Durazario on the stop.
Number 21 for the Colts.
Looks like it was a timeout called here by Superior Heights.
Yeah, they want to get these guys to, it was a quick little timeout, never mind.
Yeah, so we'll get rolling here again. Quads left here. Hennessy Joseph hands it up the middle, and Clowater kicks it to the outside, and he's got some room, and he turns on the jets. He cuts it back, and what a stop.
Good play by
What an
Logan
effort by
Lajinen.
Logan Lajinen and number 37, Nicholas Matilla.
Good on them. And
a little surprised to see Lajinen still out there. But
well, Lajinin's playing linebacker, which I don't think he typically plays. I think they're trying to give him a little bit of a shot at a different position.
Oh, he's been playing linebacker this year.
Oh, he has? Okay.
Yeah,
I just haven't noticed that.
Logan's one of the best football players in this junior division
I
here.
agree.
He's an absolute animal. One of the best kids you'll get to know as well. Outstanding young man.
Hawked him down from the far side of the field there, but good on Clowater to bounce it outside.
What a play by Clowater. That was absolutely beautiful. And Clowater again, he didn't have much blocking there, and he's tackled in the backfield. Number 16, Jaden Kaldma.
98 got a little bit of a hand on him too there. Zach Katava, he's definitely he's been pretty good on the inside for the Colts today.
Kaldma with the tackle.
Well, let's see. The Steelhawks are going to get backed up a couple of yards there, but do they go back to Clowater, or will they try something a little different here?
Hennessy Joseph, 3 receivers to his right. He rolls to his right, and he's got room on a little corner route. Oh, and the receiver slipped, and it's still intercepted by Lajinen, I believe.
It might be 22.
Or 22?
Could possibly be Marciano Cranston.
Well, Marciano,
23, Logan
that's Lajinen. So I was going to say Cranston's,
Marciano's
a wide receiver. So we'll see what the flag is on the play.
Is that 23? No, that's 83 with the ball. I'm not sure. A little tough to see from up here, but.
So the officials are having a little bit of a discussion. We'll see what the call is. If it's, I think Hennessy Joseph, he had that comeback route and the receiver was there, but when the receiver tried to break out of his route, he fell down, right?
Yeah.
And then Hennessy Joseph just threw the ball, and that was unfortunate. He had a touchdown, but again, when the receiver falls, there's really not much you can do.
One thing I think Hennessy Joseph missed too was he had Mazier on what looked like a little arrow route. That could have been an easy touchdown, but he's looking downfield, looking to make a big play.
So they're calling a safety.
Safety, okay. I think maybe the
against the Korah Colts.
I think his knee touchdown, possibly.
Well, he would have had to catch that in the end, because if it was caught in the end zone, it'd just be a touchback, right? So I'm not exactly sure what the call is, unless they're saying that the player caught the ball
as a result of the
That's
penalty.
definitely interesting.
I think the only way that would make sense is if the player actually caught the ball on the 1 or 2 yard line, and then his momentum took him into the end zone, and then he fell down in the end zone, and that would end up being the safety, and then he got up and tried to return it. So I think that's the call, as the officials are now going to put the ball. It's going to be first down and 10 for Superior Heights.
Oh, that's good. They'll get the ball back. They'll get another chance to get in the end zone here.
Yeah.
Hennessy Joseph's going to remember that one, and he's definitely going to come back out and bring this offense back to life. They looked really good there. Clowater had a couple of good plays, and I'm sure they'll go back to him, or they might try George again in the run game. But let's see what they can bring together here.
Props to the security here at Superior Heights Field, as we had an unfortunate incident yesterday with, I can laugh about it now and tell the story, but one of our players left his backpack with our armband in it, and he came back to the field to try and get it, and it was gone. So he thought it was stolen, and he thought he lost everything. And, you know, we were going to go back and have to redo everything on the armband. You know, we change it up game by game, but we already had it set up for the next game. And thankfully, he got to the field here today, and he just sent me a text saying that, Coach, I have everything back. Security has my bag.
Good for him. Good job for the
so
security
props
there.
to security for you know, keeping an eye out on that stuff and grabbing it. So that you know, it's not easy here, right? There's, you know, the nice thing about football in Sault Ste. Marie is the support that we get from the community.
Absolutely.
And you know, you look down and, you know, there's quite a few people here already, and
Well, you look over, the stands are full,
Yeah,
and down
there's-
below us, the little standing area is full, and there's even some people sitting around on the track, and they come by to the fences
right.
to watch from outside. The Sioux football support, as you said, is, in my mind, unmatched. I don't think anybody gets as much attention as us around here, but
I hate to venture a guess, but there's got to be probably, you know, 400 or 500 people
Oh,
by the
easily.
looks of it
Absolutely.
that come and support, you know, high school football here, and that's an amazing thing.
All right, so it's a
And we
safety
really
for
appreciate
Superior Heights.
that,
There's
so-
a foul committed in the end zone after the interception.
Oh,
by
so that's
Korah.
what the call was.
Well,
So
they had possession of
that
the
makes
ball,
sense. So
therefore
Korah
safety for
intercepted the
Superior
ball,
Heights, and they will get
and then there was a
2 points.
blindside block, or there was
Yeah,
something that
something of
happened
the sort.
in the end zone. So because that happened in the end zone, it's an automatic safety. So it'll be first down and 10 for Superior Heights plus the 2 points. There's a flag again here, and nice play on the outside by
Beauville, I believe that was. He's going to bring down Clowater.
Beauville.
83 Eli
Yeah.
Clowater on the
They
carry.
still got
There's a
Beauville
flag
and
down.
called them out there at the defensive end spots. Looks like they're going to sub out Lajinen. Clowater still goes for a gain of about 3 yards.
It's going to be offside on the defense, or sorry, on the offense. So it'll be back 5 yards. First down and 15. Little surprised to see Beauville still out there for the Korah Colts.
The offense will be first down and 15.
I was going to say maybe they're short of depth there, but I find it hard to
Yeah.
believe. It looks like they got 2 more teams on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly. So Hennessy Joseph lines up with quads right. Hennessy Joseph looks, and he throws it up, and it's caught. Nice catch on the play by Cade Jones, and Cade Jones is tackled from behind by Robin Price.
Robin Price on
Terrific
the-
effort by Robin to
the
run
hawk
that one
down
down.
there.
Yeah, nice, great job by her.
Nice pass for number
He's
7.
trying to throw a move,
Hennessy
and
Joseph to number
he
9,
didn't see her
Cade
coming,
Jones.
but
He and them both
Looks like Beauville's coming out of the game now, so
Makes it first.
we'll be announcing
Tackle by number
the
32,
player of the game.
Price.
there's definitely been some big-time players out here on both sides of the ball.
So yeah, the Wendy's of Sault Ste. Marie and Team Essentials will team up for the Sioux Sports Player of the Game. The player that is selected will receive a Wendy's gift card and a Team Essentials Athlete of the Game T-shirt. So we'll be in discussion about that. There's obviously a few players who, you know, caught our eye from both teams, I can throw out a couple nominees pretty early here for the Korah Colts. I think you'd have to look at guys like, Grisdale or a guy like Koski and how he played.
Game, yes.
There's a couple guys there. And Superior Heights, there's a few guys who have had great games. I mean, Nick Hennessy-Joseph's had a nice game. Ben George has had a great game. Ryder McGonagall's had a great game. So, we'll have to discuss that in a minute here.
Yeah, even Coldwater's a good name there, too. DeVoe's up on that list. And
throw and catch that was
an amazing catch.
Evan Mazier with a terrific grab as he just grabbed that one right out of the air. Oh, there is a flag on the play again, and it's offside on the defense, so that's okay. So it'll be declined, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Superior Heights Steelhawks.
Mazier makes a good play there over top of Price, but Price shows no mercy. He's not getting any extra yards on her, and she brings him down for no gain after the catch almost.
Once the 3-minute warning hits, we will announce the players of the game for both teams. And there's a good hard run up the middle yet again by Clowater.
Clowater once again, he gets a couple, makes a second down and 8. 47, Devin McLaren.
Or Joseph.
32, Robin Price on the tackle.
All right, so Superior Heights takes over. Second down and 10 now. Again, Hennessy-Joseph. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He takes the ball and he throws, and he hit. Oh, he had an open receiver, Anthony Charters, and they just weren't able to connect.
Like I say, one thing, Hennessy-Joseph definitely looks electric out there in the pocket.
Yeah, you know what? I like his footwork. I like his arm. I like his poise.
Quick.
The one thing about Nick is he doesn't get rattled, right? He doesn't get phased very often. So it's nice to see him out here doing that. Hennessy-Joseph again looks back, and another beautiful throw and catch to Evan Mazier.
And Mazier's going to bring it in for the touchdown.
And that's a touchdown throw and catch. Hennessy-Joseph over to Evan Mazier. And that's a beautiful pass and catch by the 2.
Starting to connect here with some of his big-time receivers, big-time playmakers on the offense.
Yeah, great play there by the Superior Heights Steelhawks. Nice to see, no quit in this Steelhawks team. And, they have an outstanding coaching staff over there with Coach Klooster and Coach Russian. And that they're not going to give up and they're not going to, lay down. They're going to put up a fight right till the very end. And you're seeing that here with this Superior Heights team. And, credit this Korah Colts defense. This is, the seconds and thirds and maybe some of the fourth stringers for this Korah Colts team, and they came out here and they, had a good little, made them work for it a little bit, and nice job there by both teams. I think that both teams are going to take some positives out of that last drive. So Superior Heights is going to be kicking off.
Well, the kickoffs come out here. We'd just like to take a little bit of time really quick to thank the sponsors again who brought you this game. It's brought to you by Northern Sports Excellence, True Host Sports Radio, the Jen Steven Rankin Gas Station, Cobb's Bread, located in Churchill Plaza, Jonathan Boole, the Reliance Home Comfort, the Algoma District School Board, the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board, and the Algoma Thunderbirds Athletics.
So with the win here today, the Korah Colts will extend their first place lead to 3-1, and the Superior Heights Steelhawks will drop to 1-2. Next week, the Steelhawks do have a game. I just lost one of my pieces of paper. I'm not even sure what was on that one. So
hopefully it wasn't a roster for the next game here.
I think that was who. That was the player, the previous player of the game award. So Number 42 here for Superior Heights, Marcus Gold, is going to attempt an onside kick.
Well, let's see it. The Superior Heights offense has definitely got moving at this point, and it'd be really great to watch them get another shot in this game.
Looks like Gold's going to kick the ball here. Oh, no, sorry, Gold was lined up the other way. And that's actually kicked deep by Mazier. What a kick that was. Smart play by Mazier to boot that one deep. And it's taken by Lucas Joy. And Lucas Joy Stoichev returns it about 35, 40 yards.
It's actually the kicker on that who made the tackle there. Mazier got downfield and had to boot it out to the sideline to take down Lucas.
William Gould was in on that tackle as well. William, another young man who played Sioux Minor football for a number of years. You know, I never had the pleasure of coaching William, but, you know, his coaches always spoke highly of him, and he was always making plays all over the football field. So, you know, again, love to see those kids who started off, you know, playing football at a younger age, and they continue it all the way up through high school. And again, it's nice to see them, you know, spread out a little bit and going to different high schools now. And that's a massive advantage for high school football all over the city. We got number 41 in the game now at quarterback. That looks like Lucas Fabricino, and he hands it off. What a tackle. Number 18, Georgia Predum, is taken down. Was that Gold again on the stop? Or was that number 28,
I believe
Gavin
that was
Entwistle?
19 who had the carry.
Oh, 19, sorry.
Nolan
Cordair.
Number 19, Nolan Coder.
Make no
Nice
mistake,
hard run, brings it down to the
Georgia
Steelhawks
is out
20.
there. She had a big part in the blocking game for that run. Good on her. And, yeah, absolutely excellent tackle by William Gould.
Number 20, William
To pull him down.
Gould.
That's a touchdown-saving tackle there for the Steelhawks.
Grabbed the jersey and might have ripped his jersey a little bit there on the tackle. So,
well, that's why they make jerseys that stretch, right?
Yeah.
Some teams go out and purchase the ones that don't, and they literally pay for it.
Fabricino back to pass. Fabricino rolls out, and he throws it up, and it's just off the hands of Cordair yet again.
Looks like to be the favorite target right now for the Colts. Cordair put up a pretty nice ball, though. Let's see if he can make something here this second and long.
2:10 to go in the fourth. Second down and 10 from the Superior Heights 20-yard line. So our players of the game for today, we'll announce the first one right after this play here. As Fabricino. Oh, that's good. Okay, yeah, I thought they were going to call a little bit of an offside there on the right side of the line, but they didn't, and that's okay. And Armando Felice scampers in close to the end zone, and the refs are going to call him down.
Number 81.
I'd just like to take a minute here to talk about Amido Felice. And as I said, this is his first season playing football, and he's had quite an excellent game tonight against the Steelhawks. So good for him for putting in the effort, and he's already got a touchdown tonight, and he's working hard to. Looks like he almost had himself a second one there.
So congratulations to the athlete of the game for the Korah Colts. And after some discussion up here, I'll let you make the announcement if you'd like.
So for the Korah Colts, we've decided to go with number 12, Brett Koski.
Yeah, Koski, who had 4 touchdown passes in the first half.
2 deep tosses up to Grisdale, and you can't go wrong with anything he's done tonight. He's been good in the short game, the long game, and he's been elusive. So he's definitely earned his reward tonight.
As the rain comes down, the Koski ends up, or Fabricino ends up taking a knee. But again, congratulations to Brett Koski. He played a terrific game, and the player of the game for the Superior Heights Steelhawks. We had numerous players that we could have talked about.
Absolutely.
And we talked about a few guys. But I mean, we gotta hand it to Nick Hennessy Joseph for the game that he played today. Kid threw the ball outstanding. He, stood in that pocket. He took some shots. Was really impressed with the game that Hennessy Joseph played at quarterback. So
yeah, he definitely earned his spot there, and as somebody who, as we've spoken on, has not played quarterback in the past, he's definitely bringing this team together, and he's going to be nothing but good for them as the season goes on. And hopefully the Spear Heights Steelhawks, when they get their fellas back from the AAA Hockey League, they'll definitely put up a much bigger fight. I can absolutely speak on that. But
no question.
Just stay tuned. Me and Bonifero will return tonight for the big boys matchup between the Korah Colts and the Spear Heights Steelhawks. As they're prepping on the field beside us right now, we will see you guys at 7:30.
So for Tony Bonifero and Donnie Matthews, Jay and Shaw Houselander in studio, and Chris Carr on a chair, we thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with senior football action.